can't believe it.
Pulse pounding, senses shattered, expletive deleted.
Today, we all need to come together and thank Walmart. No, not because they're sponsoring the video, but because they went ahead and listed the official pre-order for LEGO minifigures Spiderverse set. And holy freaking moly, am I excited. I'm pretty sure that you guys are quite excited as well. Okay, that's a little too much excitement, but I will say, if you guys are as excited as I am for this upcoming wave, please scroll on down, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so very much for your kindness, and thank you guys so very much for your continued support. And my good googly moogly, we have to first and foremost talk about Miles, because this minifig is unfreaking believable. Like, the actual design for this one, the fact that it comes with the Venom shock effect being present, whether it be on the arms, the torso, and even the eyes, it just makes this one look so unique. I love the color combination here. I think it looks absolutely freaking brilliant. I love the use of the little dots and everything on the eyes or the face to give you that illusion of the art style of Across the Spider-Verse. That is absolutely brilliant. Print work on the legs. I mean, seriously, this is going to be an absolutely must-have for any LEGO fans, any LEGO Marvel fans, and definitely for any Across the Spider-Verse fans. I will also say another really cool detail about this particular wave that we got to learn via this pre-order on Walmart.com is the fact that they are going to come along with translucent orange minifig stands, which is something that we have never gotten before. I think that is such a cool detail. Again, it works really well with the theme of Across the Spider-Verse. Having that kind of translucent orange effect piece, I think, is absolutely freaking brilliant. So I think that is another really cool detail there. And speaking of details, we also learned a lot of the accessories that these minifigs will come along with. So for example, for Miles, we're gonna get just this little spider that comes along with him, which probably is not the most exciting thing. I almost wish he would have come with maybe like some sort of lightning effects or something to really lean into the Venom shock look that he has. But regardless, the minifig is so freaking beautiful that I don't even care the fact that the accessory is a little bit underwhelming. But it doesn't end with Miles. Of course, the entire wave consists of 12 total figures, so let's run through the other 11. Continuing with Spider-Gwen, who looks incredible as well. I mean, once again, dual colored leg print, or sorry, leg casting in the black and blue, but then there's still even print work for the shoes. Incredible attention to detail. I love that she comes along with the picture of Miles and herself. That is very cool. So I think that, again, a really nice accessory there for Gwen, a really nice looking minifig. It does also appear that she has some print work on the arms, like the lower part of the arms as well. So again, this is a very premium experience when it comes to this particular wave. Then we jump over to Peter B. Parker, who looks freaking unbelievable. I mean, again, just a really cool design for this one, whether it be the attention to detail with the ridiculous robe that he wears all throughout. Obviously, he comes unmasked. He does come along with an actual Mayday Parker that he can carry. So again, that is such a cool attention to detail, such a great way to translate the look from the film into LEGO minifigure form. And boy, oh boy, are they 3 for 3 so far, or what? Oh, but it doesn't end there, because we're also going to be getting Spider-Punk, who looks unbelievable. Look at the amount of print work that is on this minifig. We can clearly tell that there is print work all throughout the legs, the arms, the guitar. Look at the amount of stickers and the attention to detail on the actual guitar itself. That is absolutely astonishing. In my opinion, again, so far, this is the best minifigure wave series that we have ever gotten. And it doesn't even stop there. And it doesn't even stop there, because we then jump over to the tea carrying, or chai carrying as the joke went, Spider-Man India, who looks absolutely wonderful. Again, you can see the print work on the arms, especially on this one, so you can see that there's a lot of detail, whether it be from the shoulder all the way down to the wrist area. So that is exceptionally cool to see. And he comes along with the ridiculous tea/chai gag accessory. And then additionally to that, you can also go ahead and unlock Spider-Cat as part of this particular minifig, meaning that if you pull this one in your blind boxes, you would get the minifig, the accessory cup, and Spider-Cat, as well as the previously mentioned stand. We then jump on over to Spider Bite. And this is probably going to be the first minifig that I am not a huge fan of as far as the aesthetic and design here. Not because she doesn't look accurate to the actual appearance in the film. I actually think it's pretty decent, you know, with the helmet look and everything. It's really cool that it has print work and she has this little like computer panel accessory. So that is definitely neat. But I almost wish that this minifig would be all translucent. I don't know how expensive that would be for Lego to do, but I just feel like in order to get the proper look for this one, it really needed to be cast in complete translucent plastic to give you that hologram sort of vibe, which I think would have really nailed the look and made the character look much more accurate. Oh, but if you're a Miguel O'Hara fan, fear not, because they freaking nailed the accuracy on this minifig design. My goodness, the print work on the chest, the print work on the legs, the face, the freaking cape. I know it sounds like such a ridiculous thing to bring up, but it looks like it has that kind of digital tethered sort of vibe and aesthetic from Across the Spider-Verse present, which looks brilliant. I love that his accessory is the miniaturized minifig to kind of simulate, like, you know, when he would talk to his watch and talk to all the other Spider Society members. That is a really cool detail. Again, cannot wait to get this one. This is at the top of my list just because I am a huge fan of Miguel O'Hara and Spider-Man 2099. So I cannot wait to go ahead and add this one to my collection. But it doesn't stop there. We have yet another Spidey character that appeared in the film, and this one actually appeared at the very end of the movie. This is, of course, the Prowler Morales vibe. Who would have thunk it that we would get an actual Prowler Morales minifig? And they nailed it. I mean, the aesthetic here looks pretty dang clean. I love the mask. I love the little, like, not cape, I guess it's kind of more like a collar design. That looks pretty cool. My one tiny little criticism is that the image that Walmart.com shared here is that I feel like in the movie, I don't know why, I remember the actual color of his attire being a little bit more like saturated purple and not quite such like a washed out purple pink. So that's my one tiny little criticism. Other than that, I think it looks absolutely brilliant.
Surprise!
This one's a bit of a head scratcher just because I don't really know anyone who is like a fan of this particular design, but we are getting a cyborg Spider-Woman design in Lego minifigure form, and I will say the attention to detail on this one is incredible, and I think that a lot of customizers will probably use a lot of the parts of that this minifig comes with to make some really cool designs, like maybe just a proper like cyborg version of Spider-Man as well. But I just think that this is one of the ones where I'm like, there are other characters in the movie that I would have rather see over this one appear here. But again, I'm sure there's somebody who's going to be pretty stoked to see this one. This next one is definitely a head scratcher, and that is Sun Spider, because this is a relatively new character in the overall mythos of Spider-Man. And again, for me being a little bit more of an old school fan, I would have obviously rather see more Spidey characters from the past that have never gotten minifigs, or even ones that appear in the movie that don't have a minifig. But what I will say though is that this design does look pretty dang cool. Like, they nailed the look, like the aesthetic and everything looks pretty dang accurate to the actual comic book counterpart. So it does have that going for it. And if you want an example of what characters I would like to get minifigs, this next one is it. Patrick O'Hara, Web Slinger, is getting an official Lego minifig, and how freaking cool is that? We've got the full-on cowboy look, he's got the really cool bandana, the hat, and he will come along with a spider horse, which is absolutely freaking awesome. Just such a must have minifig. If you're a Spidey fan, this is definitely one that you will need to add to your collections. And finally, we end off on a really fun note because we're also going to be getting a werewolf Spider-Man as part of this minifigure wave as well. And it looks absolutely brilliant, whether it be the little torn attire and the werewolf fur poking out. He's got the tail, he's got the custom printed mask on top of the werewolf face. Just a really cool and fun minifig to wrap up the entire 12 series. So there you guys have it. Those were the 12 incredibly cool and exciting Across the Spider-Verse minifigs that we can anticipate to add to our collections later on this year. I did also want to point out that on Walmart.com, the current pre-order price for this particular product is $29.94, which is a very specific price point there. But keep in mind that is for the United States. So of course, if you live in Europe or somewhere outside of the States, the price will adjust accordingly. The good news there is that it confirms that the price did not go up, at least in the United States, for this particular wave. So even though the wave feels very premium in terms of the amount of accessories and print work that is present on the figures, or even the stands being translucent plastic, which is super cool, but they didn't actually raise the price, which I think is a really cool move by LEGO. I cannot wait to go ahead and add these to my collections. Let me know if you guys are as excited as I am. Smash that thumbs up button. And of course, like I always say, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. If you guys would like to see some Jurassic World Rebirth dinosaurs being brought to life in the LEGO Jurassic World, check out the video you're currently seeing on your screens. And I'll, of course, hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. Peace out. See you later. Alligators.